And now weather with meteorologist TJ Springer, certified by Weather8 for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
The rain has been coming down heavily over some parts of the region during the last 24 hours. Not for us here at home in the Ozarks, though. We're continuing to see this front just hang out across the plains in the upper Midwest, leading to multiple rounds of showers and storms. We're seeing these continuing to work through parts of Illinois, eastward into Indiana, and out toward the East Coast now. But earlier this morning and through the late part of the overnight hours, we had an extreme round of rain move through parts of Missouri, and it really favored the St. Louis metro. The perfect ingredients coming together in the atmosphere right along this stalled frontal boundary. Training thunderstorms, really heavy rainfall, led to some amounts close to maybe 13, 14, possibly 15 inches, at least officially in St. Louis, showing almost 9 inches of rainfall. Roads were closed, interstates were closed, rivers were just rising so quickly, so it's still kind of a flash flooding emergency going on for parts of the St. Louis metro. So if you're traveling out that way, definitely want to stay weather aware and remember, turn around, don't drown. Here at home, back closer to the metro in Springfield, we're seeing some sunshine. Taking a peek outside your door, we have 90 degrees. That wind actually coming out of the north right now at just about 10, kind of variable with this frontal boundary, but dew points are still in the upper 60s, and it's going to be even worse through the afternoon. This frontal boundary is dividing the warm, I shouldn't even say warm, hot, humid air to the south to cooler conditions to the north. Look at Rolla and Lake Ozark, upper 60s. Comparing that to just about 100 almost is how it's feeling outside when you take into account that humidity. So a big difference from the northern part of the viewing area to the south, and it's all thanks to this stalled front. I think we're going to have temperatures back into the 90s today as it kind of wobbles around, but the farther south and west you live, we are expecting the low to mid 100s, and that's chasing records here for us throughout the area. I'm thinking we're going to break that record in Springfield. We'll be pretty close in Joplin. I think we'll be just shy in West Plains, Rolla, as well as Harrison, but no matter how you strike it, it's going to be hot out there, and that's why we have these heat advisories and excessive heat warnings in play through this evening. So definitely want to take some breaks indoors if at all possible, and remember to stay hydrated. Now, as we head through the next couple of days, we are expecting some changes. Today, maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm with the help of this boundary still on top of us, but it's going to stay that way tomorrow. I think we'll see a possible pop-up storm in the heating of the day with that instability. And then as we head through our Wednesday, the coverage starts to become a little bit greater. Still isolated in nature, but I think Wednesday evening, after we get through the afternoon, is when we're going to start to see higher chances for rain as our next cold front moves in and another area of low pressure slides into the area. And with that, tomorrow, Thursday, we may see a couple of stronger storms, which could include some gusty wind and some smaller hail. Not a great chance. The bigger concern is how much rain we're expecting. And I think we're going to see a nice soaking rain that we so badly need. You can see through Monday morning, maybe 3 to 4 inches of rain in some localized spots. This is something we're going to be tracking, keeping tabs on over the next few days. There'll be some relief from the heat as well on our certified most accurate 7-day forecast. Temperatures fall from the 90s on Wednesday to the 70s on Friday and Saturday. We're expecting, I think, the best chances of rain Thursday, Friday, into the early part of the weekend. It's going to feel so much cooler, but the heat does start to return. Still some storm chances there, Jesse, Sunday into early next week.
Wow. High 70s?
Isn't that great?
Oh,
I haven't said that in how many months,
spring.
probably. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
man.
I should look, but it's been a while.
We've had so much summer weather, it's time for some spring-like conditions.
We need a little break,
Yeah.
at least a little one, yeah.
A little bit. We're going from rain to making it rain. How about this? You still have a chance to